In a world, 4 friends, 1 mission, to bring freedom to everyone involved.
Dude, what the fuck are you doing?
I'm doing a thing for the podcast.
Dude, just say the name.
Fine. It's the Freedom Friends Podcast. Oh, it smells like freedom.
Oh, it smells like shampoo.
It smells like freedom and
What?
And herbal essence and is that? Oh, it's cum. It's definitely cum.
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck y'all been doing to your mics. I got whiskey and cigars.
Wow.
What is that? What is that?
Wow.
Is that raspberry rain? Or skin-to-mint peaches? I don't.
Cucumber melon. Definitely cucumber melon. It smells like a Bath and Body Works, but
No, whiskey, cigars. That's it.
That's my Bath and Body Works.
yeah, that's the same thing, dude. Don't you judge me? We don't kink shame here. Fuck
not.
All
boys.
I know
I'm
is that
just saying what I smell.
by Christmas time, Warfighter Tobacco, which by the way, if you go to warfightertobacco.com and use the code FTFO, you get 15% off your order. Fuck you, I've been drinking since like 3.
We'll try this again.
Anyways,
brought to you by warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Screw yourself that sweet
15% off your order. All I'm saying is that by Christmas time, Warfighter Tobacco needs a fucking candle.
A candle.
Ooh,
Yeah.
a Warfighter candle?
That just smelled like the set.
Just smells like
We sell candles.
Yeah, we sell candles. They're short.
Yeah, but I can't smoke it like in my place of business.
Just tell people it's a candle.
It's an incense burner. It's an incense burner.
So you can't smoke in here. Oh, this
a
isn't a
candle.
cigar. This is a candle.
It's
Yeah, this is actually
my incense burner.
This is actually an
Yeah,
incense candle. It's fine.
I'm purifying
Yeah.
space.
I thought you wanted.
It's
The body
sage.
of Christ.
It's
I
sage.
thought you wanted us to do like one of those Jesus candles with like John and I on the front or something.
You know what? If you make that, I'll buy that too.
You should absolutely do that. That's hilarious.
Fuck yeah! But I want it painted like the Sistine Chapel. Like
Yeah.
I just
Yeah.
like you,
you-
like you and John touching.
I want them touching tips.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just you and John just touching tips on the front of the candle, just like laid out, like
saints
just
of fuck boys.
yeah.
Oh, so yeah, warfightertobacco.com and of course owellness.us. Use that code FreedomFriends25. Get yourself a quarter off your order over there. And our buddies Icy Tech Coolers. Use that code FreedomFriends10. Get yourself 10% off. This is a little bit different. So we did 2 podcasts this week. So
Well, we did one with 2 parts.
yeah, this is part B. Part D.
Yeah, number B.
Number B.
Yeah,
Or
part 2.
letter 2.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'm drinking.
It's marine math.
Yeah. Yeah.
Everybody understands that there's 2 parts. We
Yeah.
can move on.
Is there 2 parts?
I think so.
So there was the first one.
But then there was one after
Then
that.
there's one after it.
I'm
and that's
not doing
one.
this with you.
Is it 2 parts or is it 2 halves? I don't.
And you wonder why we question the figure 4.
I'll show it. I'll show it to you. I'll show you the figure 4.
FIG period
Figure 4.
4.
That's it.
Yeah, I'll show you the figure 4. But we do have a guest.
Maybe he may leave at this point.
He's like, fuck you guys.
Fuck this, I'm out of here.
We got our buddy Emery with us over here. Emery is from Tactical Rifleman as well as, well, you know what? I'll let you introduce yourself. Just do it.
Why do I have to introduce me?
Because I've been drinking, bitch. Do it.
All right, fair enough. Yeah, so I'm part of the Tactical Rifleman team, and I have my own business called Prime Combat Training,
Mm-hmm.
and it's kind of like this confluence of cool and love and killing things. So that's kind
Wait a
of
minute. Is it cool and love and killing things, or it's cool to love killing things?
It's
Ooh, I like
it's
that.
like
I like
peace, peace not war, but it's like peace but war.
You know, one of my favorite songs
Piece of
is,
war.
It's peace
Make
through
war,
superior
not love.
firepower.
Yeah.
you know,
or
There you go.
or I love to make war. Like I don't.
I like that. It sounds like a T-shirt.
I
Mikey.
heart war.
I heart war.
I heart war.
I
Hey, we
heart war.
might know a guy that could
We
square that
might
away
know.
for
and,
you.
And matter of
Nice.
fact, you can go over to redactedsupply.com and there's a big fuck off button in the middle. It says Freedom Friends. That's where you can buy our merch. And there might be some new editions coming up. We'll talk about that at a different time.
It's going to be a T-shirt of John and Scott touching tips. They just don't know it
And
yet.
it says patron say to fuck boys.
As long as it's just a tip, I think
Big
we're good.
scroll work.
Paint me like one of your French broads.
No, that's a shirt of me and Jazz.
Yeah. And what it is, it's actually just him laid out on a couch and me, but it's a picture of me drawing Mikey laid out on a couch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nailed it. Paint me like one of your French girls, Jazz. Okay. So we got Emery
Face,
with
neck,
us.
and chest.
My favorite Jew.
Well, thank you.
Well, second. Well, you're up there too. All right.
He's really the only Jew I know.
John's only a half
You're my
Jew.
favorite half Jew.
Yeah, you're my favorite half
Wait,
Jew.
wait. Which half?
It's lower.
The-
that way he
the
can
top
still eat
half.
bacon.
It's
It's
the lower
lower
half.
half so he can still eat bacon.
It's definitely the
I'm
top
black
half.
from the waist up.
But you're actually one of God's chosen from Israel.
I am from Israel. I'll admit to that
I
one.
have lineage that goes back to
The
Israel.
first part, though.
Yeah.
We just didn't say chosen for what.
Yeah, it wasn't specific, man. It just said chosen.
I think I was chosen to. Well, I'm not gonna go.
Well,
I'm not gonna go there.
Yeah.
Well, we have like what? 2 Jews in the audience? I think we're fine.
Yeah, we're fine.
Hey,
Yeah, we'll
guys.
be right. One of them's here.
3 now.
The other
and a
one's
half.
John's sister.
1.5 right here.
That's only
she's not
half.
Jewish.
Half sister.
Oh, nope.
Oh,
Nope.
she's not Jewish at all, right? Like,
No,
yeah,
No, she didn't get that half.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Can't you just choose her? I got
Huh?
Can't you just
Choose your
her?
sister?
Like,
No.
just be like you're Jew now, and then you just like make the sign of the star or something. And I thought that's how it works.
Well, here's the thing. It does matter according to Judaism, if you believe in that stuff, which parent was Jewish,
My
right?
dad.
Yeah, so you're not a Jew. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it's mom only, man.
Yeah.
Really?
It's
It goes
a
to
maternal
mom.
thing. Yeah.
It's a
Really?
maternal
Yeah, yeah,
pass. Yeah.
Oh, fuck, I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's the mother passes down the
Yeah.
Jew
So
gene
I've
or
been letting
whatever.
all you fucks talk shit to me for this whole time.
And you're not even Jewish.
Well, it's because of your nose. I'm sorry.
Stolen valor. You
stolen religion?
half of a Jew.
What a
I
scumbag.
told you guys my uncle died in Auschwitz.
What he
Well,
did?
they made a mistake.
Yeah, but it was on your father's side, so it doesn't fucking count.
Go back there and tell them they fucked up. Dude, he wasn't really Jewish.
You know what I think is hilarious is
Jesus
that you're only
Christ.
half Jew and still end up in part-time show business.
Yeah.
Is that what we're calling this?
Part-time show business.
Part-time
yeah,
show
I'm still waiting for
fucking
my
great.
paycheck. You guys said I was getting
Hey,
$2, but that's not
if-
good enough because
if
3's
you-
where it needs to be and 4's what it has to go. And that check should have been $5.
If you
So I don't know what
watched-
the fuck you guys are talking about.
If you watched part A of this, we warned you guys about recreational racism. Like it was a thing.
It's about to turn to professional racism.
Why are you paying me for it? Like is that?
Oh, no, I'm the professional.
Oh, yeah, no, that's
Yeah.
him. That's him. No, you know what? Redacted.
Why don't you start this one over?
Like, God damn, man. So welcome to the Freedom Friends podcast, everybody.
I'm liking this already. I'm
Thanks for
feeling
coming
at
on,
home.
pal. Yeah,
Yeah,
as
thanks
you
for having
should,
me,
man.
guys.
As you should. Like that's really what it is. So, Emery, tell everybody. Like I mentioned that you're from Israel. Tell everybody a little bit about your background.
All right. Well, I guess in the sense that it interests people based on our profession,
Yeah,
Ross and I'll start with the military.
sure.
So I served in the military over in Israel, served in a special unit over there, dealt with all kinds of bullshit, moved around, demolition, yada, yada, turned into a hostage rescue breacher.
That's cool.
And that was definitely where I was.
That's like
pushing.
a Tuesday in Israel, right?
Well, we don't have the letter Y, so
Right.
So
the whole lead with the Y thing. It's
We
like,
don't-
just do it.
we don't really have. Here's the crux of it, or the funny part is we don't really have. We don't have hostage situations anymore because we're pretty effective. So
Well, when you stop giving a fuck, that helps.
It helps.
Yeah.
So yeah. So anyway, so that was kind of the deal, and HR breacher, and I was HR breaching instructor and that kind of thing. And kind of like Ross, and actually in a weird roundabout way, that's how Ross and I know each other, is because since the military, I did a bunch of contracting and that kind of stuff, and I know Rawson through some people that we all kind of contracted and did weird shit together.
It's weird how that community fucking finds
Yeah.
each other. Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a very Mossad way of putting that.
No, that's not I said contracting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't official.
You hit the defensive button.
Right? He got. She knows how he toned that down real fucking quick.
Well,
Didn't he?
you can't throw Mossad just out there.
I was
Apparently, I just
I
did.
was not.
Apparently, I don't.
I was not. I was just regular army, but
Yeah.
Just closely adjacent.
I know not of what you speak.
Uh huh.
Yeah,
He's right fucking here.
So they're listening.
No, there's not. There's like 12 people listening to the show, and they're all in the audience right now.
Yeah, we actually have a bit of a peanut gallery tonight. Actually, it's
No
pretty
shit.
good. Pretty good turnout.
Yeah, we gotta get
turnout.
a picture of this shit. This is ridiculous.
I
I don't know who's gonna download
It's
this.
kind of nice having like enough space to have a peanut gallery now.
Yeah.
We just need more chairs.
Yeah.
Poor Gary.
Yeah. We're short.
Oh, he's solid. He's solid.
No, he
Shit.
found the biggest pole he could sit on.
Yeah.
He's gone with that.
Yeah. It's not cool to sit on a chair.
So
Look how he's dressed.
Well, I mean, that's Gary. That's just,
I thought it was John Travolta.
minus the gay.
Oh, you ever seen Rhinestone Cowboy?
John Travolta
Well.
minus the gay.
That's how you get Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Tom Cruise is the gay you've taken out of John Travolta?
Yes.
Is that the
Yeah, I'm
got
pretty
it, got
sure.
it, got it.
Gary right now reminds me of that movie Wild Hogs.
Gary, will you just walk in front of the camera real quick?
Gary, I need you to come on camera. So
Just give us a little turn, buddy.
Yeah.
Just come around and give us no.
Because you look like retired Roadhouse.
You look like Sam Elliott's dad.
So let's name this
Yeah.
episode "The Roast of Gary."
You look like Yellowstone, the South Side edition.
Oh my god. Oh fuck, dude.
Look at
For
that.
the record, that's uniform.
Yeah.
Oh my fucking god.
Gary looks like he's gonna say howdy essay at any point.
He just showed me his hat on the inside. It said U.S. Border Patrol. I'm surprised they didn't take that from him when they arrested him.
All right, dude. They let you keep that thing? Get the fuck out of here.
I thought you just stole that when you crossed the border.
Yeah.
Love you, buddy.
Oh my god. Dude, he's Puerto Rican. He didn't cross the border. He's fucking like, he's American.
Swim champ.
That's only if he was Cuban.
No, they have like cigarette boats and shit. Or like a raft made out of 5
Out
gallon
of like a
water
car.
bottles. Yeah.
Remember the Volkswagen car that like fucking floated up?
My
That
favorite
made,
one
like,
was that
national
was
news.
that
It was like, are you
raft
fucking
that was
kidding
made
me?
out of like Sparklets bottles, and there was like 50 of them on it. And I was like, dude, that is. If y'all would apply that shit to some internal physics, I'm pretty sure you'd be a superpower. Like
That
this
is fucking
amazing.
Yeah, I'm telling you, dude. The proper motivation. God damn.
Anyways, back to your IDF conversation being part of the Mossad.
Oh, this shit? Okay.
So now you work basically similar background or similar profession as Rosin.
Yeah.
Um,
So Rawson and I, well, let me back up a second. So
Yeah.
I started training people here. Fuck, what was it? I don't know, 6 years ago ish.
When'd you come to America?
Well, I actually moved here as a kid.
Oh, okay.
So I kind of went back and forth a bunch as a kid. Went to high
He's
school.
from
did all
Israel.
that
Why are you
shit.
guys fucking laughing?
It's funny.
Because I've already had some whiskey. I'm sorry.
I'm pretty sure
I'm
John
out
Knight's
of-
brain went to the exact same place.
I don't know what's happening.
Like,
Coming to America.
That's what happened. I was going to go there. I was like, right before Eddie Murphy.
No, because you said, when did you come to America? And all that popped in my head was Eddie Murphy. Just
Yeah, me too. Me too. Hey, fuck you.
So you
yeah.
actually went back to Israel to join the military.
I did. Yeah, it never was a question for me.
Right.
I grew up like from the age of 0. I was kind of raised by my grandma, who was like a in the shadows war fighter since she was a little kid.
Nice.
Yeah.
So the Mossad.
As was my grandfather. She actually was.
See? I fucking called it.
Yeah, she was the chief of the the Arab language code interpreting office.
Is your grandma the smoke show that was on NCIS?
No, she was probably
hot
nothing
as
even close. I don't have a TV, so I don't know. But yeah,
That's
she
because
was,
we
she was
talked about
a badass.
European TV on the last one.
Yeah, but I'm not from Europe, so I don't watch that shit.
Oh, that's right. You're African. I forgot.
Yeah, that's it. Afrasian.
Avrasian?
Afrasiapian?
Yes, that's it.
I like that.
Yeah, no, but I grew up a bunch here, hence like the English, and the football, and blah blah blah. Which, by the way, football ended up being like one of my saving graces in the army, because
American football.
Yeah, football. I didn't say soccer.
Yeah, I know.
Football.
Yeah.
So I actually got kicked out of like half of our Krav Maga training in my unit because they were like, dude, we can't keep sending people to the ER.
How did you get kicked? How did you get kicked out of a martial art that you people fucking invented?
Because he kept fucking them up.
Because
really good
because concussions are not seen well in the army.
Because you people invented it. That's why you got kicked out. It was like,
What do you mean?
We
you
can't
people?
take this.
he knows exactly what I meant by you people,
Yeah.
the chosen people.
Dude, I have no problem with you people.
Well, like
I'll fucking take it.
you and I talked about this because I went to Israel and cross-trained
Yeah.
martial arts with you guys.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, did they put you on a bus? And you're like,
It's
fuck
like,
yeah.
Yes, they did.
That's my favorite.
And it was one of the greatest experiences in my military career, honestly. Like, I fucking genuinely loved doing it. It was one of the best, like moments in time that I can think of where I genuinely think I got something out of it. You know what I mean? Like,
Awesome.
like it was just one of those surreal moments. You know what I mean? Like it's like it clicked. And
It really depends what group of soldiers they put you with, right?
Yeah.
Because I know you guys
I'm
had this whole
assuming.
conversation on like conscript army, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
And
He watches.
Apparently, that was like a direct pull from last week. Yeah.
We
but
just talked about that.
I do homework because they teach us that in the Mossad.
I fucking knew it.
But yeah, I mean, there's, everybody goes, right? So there's a bunch of shitheads and then there's the less shitheads.
Yeah.
So how do you deal with that? Like, do you put
With
the
what?
shitheads in a shithead unit, or
No, there's tryouts, right? I mean, there's infantry, there's blah,
Bring
blah,
back
blah, right?
tryouts.
right?
And, and there's different units and you can go to selection. And if you get selected to certain units, then you
get to
go.
join the
But I
Mossad.
mean, like
Eventually.
That's not Army, FYI. That's like equivalent to the CIA here, which is why I can full-heartedly say I was not there.
Uh-huh.
He's more like ODA rather than
Yeah.
full-on Mossad.
I believe him like
Yeah, I was
CNN
in-
Plus.
I was in like a soft unit, yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't do the cloak and dagger shit. So
He just did the dagger shit.
just the dagger
No cloak at all.
sending the dagger.
shit. Well, since we stopped riding camels, we don't need the cloaks anymore.
I didn't know you guys actually
You're welcome.
stopped that.
Yeah, the camels?
Yeah.
We figured we'd let the Arabs have the camels.
I'm not gonna lie.
We
That
have
would be,
Humvees.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Tanks.
having been around enough IDF, that would be some terrifying shit.
Just have like
If you were like
all
on
of
the
a sudden come
battlefield
over to fucking
and you just saw the IDF roll in on camels over the hill, I'd be like, I'm out. I'm like, fucking.
I tell you what, my grandfather, there's a lot of like kind of famous
Oh,
pictures
the
of him
founder
on,
of the Mossad? Yeah. Well, fucking.
that was his grandma.
in a way. Yeah, my grandfather was a badass.
I'm making jokes, and he's all just like, well, I mean, if you actually look at it, there's only like
Kinda.
14 of us. So that was, it was.
I mean, kind of shit.
No, they don't make them like they used to, just like anywhere else. So I'm a peon compared to the
Oh,
previous
straight up,
generation.
dude. It's like when we talk about. It's like when we talk about the greatest generation from here.
Oh, yeah,
like
dude.
those guys were just a different breed.
Dude,
Like,
my
it's just a
grandfather
different breed.
my grandfather was a Raider Marine, Guadalcanal,
Fuck yeah.
Iwo Jima, Okinawa, and he would tell me
You mean
stories.
the real Marines.
Fuck you, goddamn right. Like and like fucking. Oh, dude, I'm a fucking pansy compared to that man. All right, like I'll be the first to admit it. Like, dude, they don't make fucking pants. I don't know where they bought their pants. I don't know where they bought their pants
Well,
for
they
balls
were
that
all
big.
custom made.
They had to have been. dude.
Was
Like,
he, was
fuck.
he was probably a little bit better at dodgeball.
No, he was equally as shitty as me.
Runs in the family.
Just didn't give a fuck, and just like he'd be like, oh, I got shot, whatever. Like that's the difference right there. And he's doing it in a fucking t-shirt, not body armor. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Well, anytime that you can just drop them off on an island and be like, no food, no support, no nothing. You guys are fine. And they're like, we got this. Don't worry about it. It's like,
we'll see you in a few weeks. It's like, what the fuck?
what do you have? I got 3 bullets in this rat. You're fine. Don't worry about it.
And a half pack of gum.
Fucking yeah, like so you're right. Like that generation, really across the board,
Yeah.
Fucking, that's a different breed
Now,
of human.
I don't think I should bore everybody with all these stories, but I grew up on, my grandma.
Hold on. So before you tell that story,
There is no story.
there's a
I was going to say, good luck trying to get the story out.
Yeah.
no.
right.
Before you
Yeah.
tell the story, there's a line you have to say before you tell the story.
Yeah, we have so
Yeah,
no
what's that?
shit.
So you have to say "so no shit," and then you tell the story.
Okay.
That's
Ready?
if, that's
But,
if you,
but I wasn't going to tell the story.
but if you tell a story,
If you tell the story, you got to
You
start
gotta
it with "so no
Okay,
shit."
So no shit.
Yeah.
Okay, I got you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
perfect.
Roger that. All
Yeah.
right. Yeah, but it's not my story to tell anyway.
Right.
So, but he's got, yeah. I mean, I grew up hearing all that shit and I'm like, wow, I want to be grandpa.
Right.
And I'm not, I suck.
dude, compared to our grandfathers, we all fucking suck, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like,
Fucking can confirm.
Right.
Both my grandfathers. I'm like, yeah, duh.
Yeah.
I did nothing.
So no shit.
what was your
Right.
granddad
So-
like?
He doesn't know.
Moses?
No.
Fucking
That's because when he walked out of the primordial soup with a rifle in hand before anybody else
Gilgamesh.
had one, he has no grandfather.
Gilgamesh was his granddad.
Because it was,
Like
it was
the
him
epic.
and a rifle and a bunch of fish that grew feet.
I was
like
just-
that's,
I was-
that was
Just now, I was trying to tell the story, but I couldn't.
It's
Go on.
the Epic of Gilgamesh. It's kind of famous, man.
I don't know who's supposed to talk right now.
I don't even know what's happening.
Well, I think he's trying to tell a story.
I did say so
And then
no
you-
shit.
And then you were trying to make me tell a story. And then you interrupted me telling a story. So
To not tell a
Now
story.
here we are.
And when
So-
I interrupted, Jazz interrupted me.
yeah. So I don't know where we are right now. I think we should go back to his
and
story.
John's on Facebook. So
I've been trying to listen to this story and it just hasn't happened.
Right.
So.
we
Mikey
go.
doesn't want to play
Ready?
rock, paper, scissors with me.
ready, Mikey? 1, 2, 3.
Oh, fuck yes. Okay, speak quickly.
It's lost its magic. No, I was just going to go back to the grandpa thing. I was like, so no shit. My grandpa, and this relates back to what Rawson was saying before, is he was born and raised in Russia, right? And, in the teens, in the 20s, he and his little brother, who was like a year or two younger than him, that is a glorious abdomen. I'm just saying.
Even the peanut gallery's fucking this up.
So their dad was like, hey, here's a stack of rubles and you're going to Israel. And this is pre-statehood, right? Pre-48. And he was like, here's a stack of rubles, fuck off. Because this place sucks, you're going there. And they literally hooved it. They fucking hooved it, like 13, 14-year-old kids hooved it from Russia. I think, I can't remember exactly where they were, but they were in the Moscow kind of region.
Right.
And they hooved it and they took boat rides where they could, with the money and blah, blah, blah. And they made it there and
Wow.
became freedom fighters in the 1920s.
Wow.
And so that's,
They were
anyway,
Mooj before Mooj was hip.
that's right. Except in a different language.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Nice.
So anyway,
Wait a minute. You're a Russian Jew?
yeah, you'd be surprised in Israel.
No,
There
I'm
are
not surprised that
tons,
I'm aware
right?
of how many Russian Jews there are, but that explains why you're fucking ginormous.
Probably. Although on both of my grandmother's sides, our lineage goes back in Israel as far as we can trace it pretty much, which is also extremely uncommon.
So you guys
Very
were like
uncommon.
fighting in Jericho and shit.
No, well, they were. I wasn't. I mean, I
Well,
was, but it was modern Jericho.
Yeah, right. Well, yeah. That's different.
Yeah, I didn't have the walls anymore because,
Thanks, God. Jesus fuck.
Yeah, but it's a whole different thing. So getting back to the training thing, that's where my history and that's where I grew up learning the fighting thing, post, football wrestling here in high school.
So why'd they kick you out of Krav Maga? Just because you were fucking people up?
Concussions.
Yeah,
like
just-
not me. I'd already had a dozen concussions going into the army,
Yeah.
but
Allegedly.
Yeah, no,
I don't know if IDF
you
gives
do drills.
VA fucking benefits, but it's allegedly.
right.
It happened when he was in.
So this is funny. So there's drills, right? And you're kind of aware of shit like this. Like kind of it's earlier on, right? Because Krav Maga is really, it's not a martial art. It's not. Anybody that tells you it's a
It's a
martial art.
fucking street fight.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
90% aggression, 10%. Hey, here's how you throw a punch,
Well,
right?
it's offensive tactics turned up to 11.
Minus the tactics. It's just
It's
full retard.
It's
right?
fight. It's fighting. Yeah.
Yeah, it's fighting.
Yeah,
So it's put on gloves.
It's phenomenal.
Yeah.
Like it's great. Like, and if you want
Yeah.
something that's fucking effective, it's there, man. Like, yeah.
I only got into finesse and shit in the last few years. Rawson is a big part of me actually learning how to like slow down and okay, you can do things better.
That's
You know,
because he's the philosopher out of your fucking maniac.
philosopher.
He's a philosophizer.
He is a philosophizer.
Yeah.
And that's why we kind of meld so well in our training. But we'll get into that. So back to why I got kicked out of Krav Maga. So there's drills where they'll have. This is earlier on in training, so your team's still pretty big because they haven't kicked out like 90% of your team yet.
Yeah.
And so, because you do selection, but then in your year and a half or 2 years of training, you're kicking people out all the time, right? Oh, yeah, hey, you suck. Or, hey, go touch that Jeep because it's nice and warm and comfy over there. Okay, you're fucked. So anyway,
it's a lot of mind game.
You'll have 20. Oh, yeah. So you'll have 20, 30 people and you split them in half and you form 2 lines facing each other. And then they'll take 2 like boxing gloves and put them like 2 feet apart. And they'll number you 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 on both sides. And then they'll call out a number, like 2. And all the number 2s have to run between the gloves and fucking get to the other side. Well, I grew up playing football.
So it's like Red Rover on steroids.
Yeah. So I grew up playing football and I'm like, fucking, I know how to do this.
Yeah.
So I'd run through people and then every day it'd be like hospital. And they're like, all right, you're fucking out. Go to the kitchen. And so I excelled at certain things.
So good to know that kindler and gentler isn't only in America. That's nice.
Winning hearts and minds, right?
Right? Fuck.
Not my highest skill.
And you would think that, but honestly, you would think that it would be more of an emphasis on that fucking, that kind of aggression over there because you guys are literally in a fight every fucking day.
Yep.
Like, you guys are getting attacked fucking constantly. And I know because I almost contracted in that area. And it was like, and I've been to that area of like training and stuff. And it's like, fuck, dude, there's always fucking incoming and there's always fucking problems. And like, it's always an issue.
What people don't understand about that region, right, is, there's the 5 countries around us, 2 of which we now have peace with.
Yeah.
Or peace agreements, I should say, for quite a long time, right? Egypt and Jordan.
Yeah.
And so that's been reasonably quiet. Other than some under the table shit.
I like Oman. Oman's nice.
Jordan's
nice.
There's cool things about Jordan.
Yeah.
But so there's all the Arab world around Israel that wants us gone, right? I'm not talking about right now with the Abraham Accords and all that, which is awesome, right? It's great.
Sure.
Then there's the whole Palestinian thing, which people here don't really get.
Yeah.
Right. But that's a thing.
Can you break the cliff notes down for the listener?
How many hours we got?
It's just that's why I'm saying cliff notes, man.
Elevator pitch.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah,
so
elevator pitch on this.
Essentially, it's
People don't get it. You're right. People don't understand it.
Right. Well, let me finish the third part of it,
Okay,
and then we'll
yeah.
get into that. So there's the whole Palestinian thing with the West Bank, and then the Gaza Strip,
Yep.
right? And those are what we call the Palestinians today. But then there's also over 2 million Israeli Arabs, which are the exact same people as the Palestinians. They just ended up on the inside of our border as opposed to the outside of our border. Right. Same people, same families. And so there's a whole clusterfuck of things going on that is not really publicly understood in the West. Right. So, so it's a much more complex beast because our military has to deal with the threat of conventional war against other countries. It's got to deal with terrorism from, proxy groups, paid for and controlled by Iran, right? Hezbollah and different groups. Hezbollah's up in Lebanon, right? And then, mainly.
That sounds like plausible deniability, sir.
What about Hezbollah?
Sounds like plausible deniability.
I don't have to deny shit. But then, the Israeli Arabs are a whole different thing because they're not necessarily like outwardly, committing terrorism and stuff. And the majority of them are like, yeah, no, this is great because we live in the only free place in the Middle East.
Yeah.
And we have rights as citizens. They vote, they have a party, right? They go to school, they get, healthcare like we do and blah, blah, blah. And they have gripes that are legitimate as well against the country for sure. They have some legitimate gripes.
Like Man Love Thursday. They can't do that.
I mean, and that's a big deal, dog.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They have legitimate gripes.
They can't declare that they do it.
They're trying to get it declared, though. That's the gripes.
Well, the last one that we had on was actually talking about small animals.
I told you. No,
I'm not even going there because that's going to start a whole shitstorm.
So no shit, there I was.
But so no shit.
So no shit there it was on the West Bank.
So I'm cleaning this girl's clock, right? So, yeah. So anyway, so that's
He
that.
was talking about Krav Maga. He wasn't.
It's not domestic violence, goddammit.
It's required violence.
Right?
I'm but for the record, anybody that knows me for a while, Mikey, knows that I'm really holding back.
Yes. Yeah, he's being really good
I'm
right now.
trying to be really like accurate here.
I mean, because
and
we're
nice.
it's still a show. We still have some regular.
Yeah, no, look,
Oh, we could do a Patreon episode. You want to go dark? Let's go.
fuck yeah.
Oh, I'll go dark with you, buddy.
Really good
Oh,
time.
we'll get fucking weird.
Hey, let's get weird.
All right, just finish. Come on.
So, yeah, look, I don't want to take up the whole thing, but
Yeah, you're the guest, bro. This is what it's about.
the
What? Yes. Yes. Finally.
look, all right, let me try to. I'm trying to like formulate a short couple of sentence
you.
answer to this. The Palestinian deal, the Palestinian-Israeli thing is, who was here first? Y'all were all here, and it's a clusterfuck, right? So, the Jews keep getting kicked out. The Arabs were there pretty much all along. And we're like, yeah, we're sick of people fucking murdering us. So let's just go back there and fight and recreate our country.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Germany.
And it's going to piss off a lot of people.
Right.
And it sure did.
Yeah.
I often say kind of as a joke, but every joke comes from some sort of like a reality.
Right.
Absolutely.
I often say that I'm like pissed at my grandparents' generation for going back and settling and fighting for our freedom for our country in Israel, because what we should have done, had they been smarter about it, is take over all of Western Canada, because it would have been like a 3-week war. We take over that shit. They go, oh, I'm so sorry. Right. And then we live in the most beautiful place on earth forever with no enemies.
Right.
That's very true. Nobody
Right?
wants to
And
fuck
I
up
love
Canada.
Not so much their politics, but that land.
Yeah.
Well, Western Canada is awesome.
Yeah.
Fucking beautiful,
So,
man.
I have a pretty easy way to figure out who the bad guy in any situation is.
Mhm.
And if you have two people fighting, and this person A decided, I'm going to stop fighting, and if person B would still kill person A,
Right.
they're the bad guy.
I totally agree. Also, I've had I've had some interesting experiences. I was brought in to speak at a terrorism class at University of Louisville last year.
Okay.
Louisville in Kentucky, because that's where I've been living the last few years.
All right.
How'd that go?
And it was awesome. It was awesome. At Louisville's,
They'd be like, is this guy an Arab or not? I'm not sure. Well, I'm going to hear him out for a second.
here's the funny thing. There were 2 Palestinian kids in the class.
Oh, that's
right.
fun.
And I was like, fuck yes, good. We'll have a good conversation, right?
Right.
Like, spew it out. Get
that
it to
right
us,
there, the fact that you're like, we're going to have a conversation.
Right.
That right there says to me that you're not the bad guy. Right? Like, fuck.
I would like to think so.
Like,
right.
Mikey,
if
it's
you-
called a baited ambush.
But if you're gonna, but it starts with a conversation, bro.
I told you I would do.
That was a very Mossad answer. Now I don't trust either one of you.
You should.
Justin, get that redacted button ready.
But yeah,
Did you
here's the
shortcut
thing.
that shit yet?
So I'm trying to be the whole thing. I'm trying to be like super in the middle historically,
Right.
not from one side or the other, right? And not against one side. Because obviously I'm on one side of this, right?
Yeah.
Like there's one side in my mind.
Yeah.
But you can't just blame the other side, because a lot of my experiences in the military taught me like, holy fuck, I get why some of these people think
No,
what they think. Right?
historically, you've been
Right.
pounded like free Pornhub.
Well, I
fucking
served
true.
a little, I think it was pre-Pornhub, but I'm not sure.
Yeah, but historically, and I'm talking like the 5,000 year picture.
Right.
Your people have been pounded like free Pornhub.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But,
that's
like
true.
fucking seriously,
That's true.
like
there was
and
a
I
time.
can't make that shit up. That's just that's
y'all
the
motherfuckers
story.
built the pyramids and shit. Like, I mean, you guys have pretty much been historically fucked for a long time.
Yeah, and what does the History Channel say now? Oh, aliens built the pyramid. No,
And I'm
fuck
like,
you.
no, do you know what that
we
was?
fucking built that shit.
100%. Like that was we don't understand how they built the pyramids. Millions of bodies of slave labor. That's how.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't fast. It wasn't easy. But they had manpower.
Damn
and
right.
women power
Newsflash:
and
America
child
was
power.
not the only place with slaves.
Oh, imagine. Wait, what? You mean we didn't invent that? That's crazy.
I know. It's
Well,
crazy.
this comes back to the
Imagine
socialist
that.
conversation, and
Imagine
people
that.
bring up
Yep.
Amsterdam or Amsterdam, and what fuck
Amsterdam.
country is Amsterdam?
Holland?
The Netherlands.
The Netherlands.
The other one.
The Holland.
The Holland. The Netherlands. But we don't want to talk about that. The Netherlands were the foundation of the East India Trading Company, whose highest profit margin was selling fucking people
Yeah.
to other people.
Yeah.
They went and they gathered people, and then they sold those people to other people. And now we look at the Netherlands like, but it's the happiest country on earth.
Right.
And they're so economically stable. And I'm like,
So you're
because compounding interest on selling people over 300 years is what's known as a fuck ton of money.
So,
Yeah.
so you're solidifying the fact that Jews are really good in business and making money.
It's because we're smart, dude.
Except for the Dutch. Like, yeah, it's like the Dutch took first, and then you guys were like, yeah, but we got Hollywood. Like that's
Don't forget banks.
Banks in Hollywood, and then y'all just took Johnny Depp and
You
threw
know
that
why the
motherfucker
banking
under the
thing
bus.
happened, right? Like the earlier banks outside of the Templar circles and that kind of thing, right? The earlier
which
banks,
was the original banking system.
Yeah.
ish, except it was the original Christian banking system. But here's the thing: Jews let's start this way. Christians in early Christianity, Europe, right? Like at post Nicene Creed 325, when that.
If you don't know what the Nicene Creed, it was actually the Nicene Council
The
that came
Council of
together
Nicaea.
and
Council of
actually
Nicaea,
the Council of
312
Nicaea actually voted on what was going to become the New
The Bible. I'm
I'm
Testament.
sorry, 325 AD.
Yeah, but they voted on what was going to become the New Testament, the accepted
The
Gospels
canon.
versus the non-accepted Gospels.
And they
so
cut
on
out
and
a
so
lot of
forth.
shit that's actually kind of important. You should check it out.
yeah.
You mean like the other 8 apostles that had stories,
Yeah.
including
Oh, how
Mary
about
Magdalene?
Mary?
Yeah.
That Gospel
They
of
had their own
Thomas,
story.
Jesus' favorite apostle,
Yeah.
blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So
Doubting Thomas, the one that actually where you actually get the whole
ask questions.
ask questions.
What
Yeah.
was the Gospel of Thomas, by the way? Have you read that shit?
I have, and
It's
the most
all quotes
it's
of
all
Jesus.
quotes, and the
Why
most
was that
interesting.
bad? Why is that evil?
The most evil part of the quote of Jesus
Hey,
in that.
whatever. You killed him, all right? So fuck off.
You fucking worship a Jew. You worship a Jew.
Yeah.
You can't tell me I kill. I mean,
Hey,
okay, you
first
pissed some
off-
people off.
First off, Cthulhu Fatagan, we all wait for the sleeper of Ryla to actually take over the earth once again. So
Easy
careful with
Cthulhu.
that.
Easy Cthulhu.
But no, the reason that the Gospel of St. Thomas actually is dangerous because it says that if you crack a stone or break a branch, there you will find me. Where anywhere where 2 or more of my followers gather, that's where I am found.
Nice.
Actually,
Which means you
breaks-
don't have to go to
It
fucking
breaks
church.
organized religion,
Nice.
and that's why it is actually a
Nice.
dangerous
Thank
gospel.
You. Thank you. I like
Yeah.
this. I like this.
Because there's no
That's awesome.
plate when there's just 2 of us hanging out.
I'll see myself out.
Great. Now I don't even know where I was going with that.
Well,
The banks.
Yeah.
The banks. Here's the thing. Earlier Christians, not talking about the 200-300 years after Jesus, but the earlier Christians in the 10, 11, 12th century, they weren't allowed to lend money to other Christians with interest, but Jews could. Right? It's business. And,
Okay.
and it gave
So
us-
if you want to know why your student loans are out of control, it's this fucker's fault.
right here, and that's why I'm broke.
Brother,
I'm a terrible Jew.
governmental
I'm a
interest.
horrible Jew.
That's
I
the
have to
problem.
thank you
Why's that?
because all the Jew jokes are now directed towards you.
That's great.
It's fucking awesome.
I'm good with it. I'm good with it, brother.
It's your fault,
dude,
not
you
mine.
act-
I'm good
dude,
with it,
you act
brother,
like we're
'cause-
anti-Semitic as fuck on this show. Like we don't tell Jew jokes.
Yeah.
You
I
know
don't
what?
tell Jew jokes. Mainly because I think your sister's
One
hot.
of
know
our
what?
listeners needs to write a crawler to go back and talk and find all the Jew jokes.
That wasn't me because I think your sister's hot. Everybody else is like, you
My
can have
sister's
some.
not Jewish.
That's his custom.
Either way. My wife actually thinks your sister's hot too.
I'm pimping your knife.
Yeah, please
It's
do.
nice.
Please.
Yeah,
So
what's
I
that
pulled
gonna,
it out for a reason.
what's that gonna cost
The
me?
start of this, and then we
Those
got
are $375.
Like right now? Like I go home with it?
No, that's 002. That's not going to anybody.
I'll give you 2 cents right now.
2 cents. What do you think? I'm a
You just said 002.
That's the serial
That's
number on it.
That's the
0.02.
serial number
Motherfucker, we were talking about price. You said 2.
out of 200. No, that's my design, but yeah.
I'll show you my dick.
Just give me that knife.
This is 00. This is 003.
have you been
Oh,
circumcised?
02 is in the truck. I'll show you.
That's the one you showed me earlier.
Okay, yeah.
This is the one that's
Yeah, but it was
different.
That's the Gen 1, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we released 2
I like
at
this
the
one.
same time. Well, thank you.
I like that one better.
Are we gonna do a live bris on the show?
Would you like
Oh,
to?
wait a minute. I thought,
He said he's gonna whip his dick out. You have a knife in your hand.
There it is.
oh, wait a minute. I thought that was like iced tea.
Sure.
Like the rapper?
That's brisk.
Oh,
with a K.
briska. With the, oh, okay,
There's a K
gotcha.
on the end of that. That's brisk, baby.
I loved those commercials.
Those were great, man. Those were great.
So before we got squirreled, you were the what you were trying to explain was the feud between Palestine and Israel.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
essentially.
you were trying to. and
The,
then you
the
went off on
elevator
banks
pitch,
and
and then
shit.
we talked.
You started talking about banks and shit.
I'm good with ADD, trust me.
I don't know what HD means, but the doctor said I got 80 of them bitches.
Can you pass that Irish thing over, please?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, sir.
The ice is in the bucket.
I don't need that shit.
Oh, attaboy.
We don't have that back home.
It's too hot in Israel.
But they do really good
He's like,
irrigation.
he's like, I'm
systems.
talking
we
about
do, we do.
Kentucky, you fucking dick.
Yeah, obviously. Where the fuck else do you think I'm talking about? America. The Palestinian. Look, it all boils down to this. You know, everybody hates the Jews. I get it. Okay, but
What the fuck?
I'm not talking about you guys. No, but
We just said historically, you guys had a rough run, man.
yeah, that's what I'm talking about, right? Like historically, you know, it's the outsider group that always gets hated, blah, blah, blah. I get it. In terms of the Palestinians, you know, the Jews keep getting kicked out of Israel historically, right? The Greeks, the Romans, the Turks, the blah, 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 right?
Yeah.
It goes on.
Yeah.
And it goes further back. And then, you know, a bunch of Jews come back and they're like, yep, this is our home because my great, 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 great grandpa, you know, lived here or whatever. And everybody who's there now is like, fuck you, because we live here now.
With descendants as numerous as the stars.
Right? Yeah.
Apparently, there's 12 stars.
Solid 15.
If you live in the city, it's like 4.
Right.
But yeah, so, you know, I mean, they come back and they're like, you know, I mean, hey, we need a home. We need to start a deal with an army where we can defend ourselves. And, you know, the essentially the non-official motto of the state of Israel is never again after the Holocaust, right? Like never again. Fuck you. We're fighting for this.
I think that's fair.
Yeah.
Right? like after 6 million of my fucking people got exterminated.
Right. But
I
you
would,
know what?
I'd be right there with you.
But
Yeah.
wouldn't you be pissed if you were the dudes living there and then you had a bunch of Jews crawl in who are like, oh, this is my land. You're like, the fuck it is.
Yeah.
Right. And that's essentially the start of the modern day conflict. It boils down to that simple. Of course, it's not that simple, but
I about said some real inappropriate shit. Fuck. All right. Yeah.
indulge me. Come on.
Jazz is smelling what I'm stepping in. I can see it in his face.
I think we
and
all
so
are.
are you. Yeah.
I said fucking nothing.
Yeah. I caught myself.
Only
Yeah.
because this motherfucker is huge and that knife was sharp as shit.
Oh no, this
Like,
wasn't
it's
about
sharp.
him.
It's sharp.
Oh no, I think all right.
Yeah,
I think
yeah,
you're
yeah.
okay.
Yep, we're on the same
I'm
page.
thinking
Only
about
I'm in the
okay.
dark.
I'm thinking about this place.
Y'all may have been on the same page.
Yeah,
His comment took me to a totally different place.
Yeah, yeah. We'll let you guys figure that out.
Why don't they get to hear it?
Because
No.
I like
Because
my,
we want to keep the show.
Because
get
I
it.
like
get
coming
it.
here on Monday nights, man.
it's actually mostly because I like my blood on the inside.
Yeah.
Like that's a
Dude, I'm not a violent person.
bullshit. I call fucking shenanigans.
Get your brooms, shenanigans.
Yeah. No fucking way. No fucking. You literally
fair.
teach people how to be violent.
Yeah,
Yeah, but at one
you know,
point or
so,
another,
okay.
all of us did, bro.
Look, here's an interesting thing about what we do. Here's an interesting thing.
Most of us.
So
I
when we teach, right?
I did for 18 months.
So defensive.
Dude, well, dude, as an NCO, you teach violence.
No, literally, I was an IED defeat instructor for 18 months.
That's
So I spent the last
defense.
eight.
Taught how to
That's
speak into a
defense,
microphone.
not offense.
We taught that too.
Yeah.
That's also. That's added. Just because we don't know our syllables. I even fucked it up.
Syllables?
Syllables. See?
Let me see that pig sticker.
Pig sticker happens to be an appropriate name for it right now. So put your trigger finger through the loop, right through the ring. Now rotate. There you go. That's it right there. That's it right there. Those originated in Southeast Asia, right? The original design of the Karambit.
Yeah.
And I fell in love with them through, I was educated on Karambits through my knife making teacher. That was my previous business. I was a knife maker. So one of the two guys who taught me how to make knives, Steve Rollert is his name. And he's a complete fucking genius, awesome human being and an unbelievable knife maker. So he kind of taught me that and started teaching me the use of them a little bit. And to, as much as my pea brain can actually take. And I fell in love with it.
Yeah.
Fell in love with it. And the cool thing is they do take a lot of skill to like be really good at. And I'm no Doug Marcaida, right? Like that guy's fucking awesome.
Few are, bro.
Yeah. Like, not many people at all.
Yeah.
I don't do fancy, right? But here's the cool thing. Like, yeah, I got into some fun applications with the Karambit. And that's why I designed it kind of the way I did. And that's a collab with another good Israeli soft friend of mine who's out of LA now. But
what company is that?
It's Lotara Combat Knives, and that's where you can get those.
Nice.
So is this the chosen blade? Is that what we're?
Oh shit, we should have called that.
God damn it.
God, where were you in the 2 years of development of that
In
knife?
all fairness, that's what I do for a living.
That's actually kind of Jazz's gig, man.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
He kind of specializes in branding, man. That's kind of his shit.
Well, we're gonna have to have a conversation. But yeah, but here's the cool thing, right? You put that thing in your hands and you just do your open hand techniques that you know, and you are tearing people to bits.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yep.
So while we're on that subject, before we get on another tangent, tell us about Prime Combat Training.
Cool.
I mean, this is your company.
Yep.
And tell us what you do.
So it's a one-man gig, but obviously you see how it goes. I mean, it's all this family that I have been blessed in kind of being introduced to between, Carl and the whole tactical rifleman thing and Rawson and the TPC thing. And there's all this kind of confluence going on with all of the shit that we teach.
It's like he was talking about synergy.
And everybody that I've been
It's the
blessed
only
to work
time
with.
I've not been annoyed by the word synergy.
Right. Synergy.
It's the only time I've not. It's not
This is
annoyed
why
me.
your people have a bad reputation, because you told me that was 002 and the blade literally says
003.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Gotcha.
yeah. See, this is why. This is why. Like
Two's in the car. You want to come see it?
I'll give you 3 cents.
I'll give you my 3 cents.
Because his 10 cents was free.
Or $1. I'll give you the cash I have in my pocket right now.
Not gonna happen. No, this one's not for sale.
See,
They're gonna be soon.
gambling people.
They're gonna be soon.
That's why they're fucking
Because he
loaded.
doesn't know how much cash I have in my pocket.
No, I don't, but I don't care.
It's
I
a
don't
risk
blame
he's
you.
not willing
No,
to take.
I've got stuff the exact same way.
Yeah,
And to
dude,
be
I'm
honest with
broke
you,
for a reason because I don't give a fuck
no,
about money.
because other than me, I have possessions that other than me, nobody gives a
exactly.
fuck what they're worth. But to me, I would never sell it.
Yeah.
My
Yeah,
sneaker
that
collection is actually one of them.
dildo.
Yeah, actually, my sneaker collection is one of them where it's like, bro, but
Nice.
I was like, I don't give a fuck. I like them. So
Yeah, to each his own, right?
yeah,
Yeah,
well, not really.
I
No,
dig.
to
I dig
each is me. But
these. But
it is dope though. We need to talk afterwards because I
Absolutely.
as I said before, I do want one like that for my gun belt.
Do you still got your?
We'll get you one.
Yes, but this doesn't
What do
have
you
belt
carry?
loops, so I can't.
What do you
wear it.
carry?
He's always got a knife on his back.
Nice.
I carry a fixed blade on my back.
Nice.
But my joggers don't have belt loops, so it's hard to put on.
Roger that.
He's in comfort mode.
But yeah, I usually
Yeah, so I actually teach the use of a knife as well.
I go to
Well,
that
it's
course.
Krav Maga. You know what?
No. So
it's
in
a
the
totally
military,
different
very
discipline.
very. I learned it here in the States. What I mainly base my knife stuff on, I learned here from Michael Janich. It's called Martial Blade Concepts. I think Mike Janich is an absolute genius.
Yeah.
And that's kind of the base. that I've kind of incorporated both that into both the Krav Maga shit that I do and the range training, the firearms shit that I do. And so that's kind of my thing, is integrating those things. And, you know, my whole firearms background is, as you can imagine, pretty aggressive shit.
Sure.
But really, you know, coming here, you know, even in the military, I trained with a lot of, you know, American soft groups, American SF units and that kind of thing. Did some cross training on HR stuff, breaching, blah, blah, blah.
Absolutely.
The human resource training is actually the most important part of all of it.
Yeah, human resource. Yeah.
Everybody's gonna get paid, bro.
But,
Are you doing a knife course while you're in town?
No, but I can. If we have time, if we can fill it, I'll do it. I got training knives and shit. Yeah, we can play.
I'd be thoroughly interested.
Well, let's play. But yeah, so you know, that's kind of how I got into it, is, you know, the military, no Western militaries take knife fighting seriously.
I agree
Right?
with that. Yeah.
And
We definitely don't.
and none of us do, right? We did some knife shit in the military, and it just left so much to be desired. You're like, dude, really? Like okay, grab the knife hand, beat the shit out of the guy until he drops it, and then stab him in the throat until he stops fighting. That's essentially military knife tactics, right?
I like knife training because it's so much more personal.
I'm pretty sure
It is
the military knife training I had was, if a guy has a knife, shoot him.
Yeah.
Right. No,
Fix bayonets.
Obvious.
So the Marine Corps does teach some knife fighting skill in McMap, which I actually think we got from
Not to
Israeli.
be confused with a McDouble.
So-
Two very
but it's
different
very
things.
like weapon on
You
weapon.
mean the El Royale with cheese?
The Royale with cheese, but it's like very weapon on weapon contact,
Yep.
and like, you know, and,
Right.
and so we do
Krav Maga
focus on
does
that.
have some of that shit.
Yeah.
And it's pretty,
I'd actually
it's
like
pretty
to
okay.
I'd actually like to go through some of your shit and some of
Let's
my
do
shit and see if it is the same shit, because
Yeah,
it
yeah.
could be.
Sure.
You know what I mean? Like,
Sure.
Because when I
You know-
trained with the Israelis, when I
Just
trained Krav
Grab
Maga
your
with the
knives
Israelis,
right now and go.
I was a younger
Let's go.
guy.
All right, do it.
I want to see all
Here's
this
the
blade
sound
on blade contact. Let's go.
I was a combat lifesaver. We're good.
We're solid.
We're fine.
I'm sorry I keep putting holes in your table,
You're
but,
fine.
but I enjoy it.
That's what it's there
Didn't
for.
somebody said they had a suture kit somewhere?
Yeah, we're
In the
probably
truck.
all right.
In the
We're
Yeah,
probably
right,
all
right, right.
Shit.
That's close enough.
I mean, technically, Christina's a doctor, so
Technically.
Wait,
By the way, that's
PhD,
my
but still.
a few months
No,
ago,
we have a
Carl was like,
nurse.
hey, listen, buddy, I get that you run your own business. I get that you work with me and all that shit. You need a fucking hobby, dude. And I was like, hobby, dude? I run a business, and I can't run a business because I'm stupid. And he's like, yeah, no, let's take you down to RCPT. And I was like, all right, fine, whatever. So we did some round canopy jumps,
which is how I know you.
exactly. So and
we
this last
skydive.
time, well, so that's what I'm getting to, right?
Yeah.
But this last time I brought Rawson down there too.
Yep.
And he loves that shit. He loves being there. So
And Christina is actually in the audience right now, and she is our AFF instructor
yep.
and taught us how to skydive.
Yep. So
Yeah.
Christina's responsible for my new drug addiction,
Same,
which is
dude.
jumping out of airplanes.
so you're
Thanks.
the one that certified that gravity still works?
She
Yeah,
is the one that
whatever
taught us
you
that
do.
gravity still works.
Gravity is always on.
Because
I will
Mikey
tell you
came back
this
and he was
much-
like, I have to jump again within 31 days. And I was like, or what? Gravity doesn't work after that? Like, I don't understand the timeline here, because I hate to tell you this, but gravity's still going to function,
You
like,
know what,
whether
though?
it's 30 days
It's,
or not.
it's funny. You would think that it's like, oh, it's jumping out of planes. It's so easy to fuck it up.
Oh yeah.
It's so
Oh, yeah.
easy to fuck
Oh,
it
yeah.
up. It's harder than
I
we
watched-
think.
That's
I
because
watched
you
a
know,
video
having
today.
said that-
Gravity doesn't give a fuck what you're doing.
It gives
yeah.
very little shit.
I
Yeah.
watched a video today, and I didn't send it to you, but it was a student jumping, and he had two instructors, one on each side, and they're free falling.
It was one of his first 3 jumps.
Yep.
And he went to go pull his fucking chute, except he reached through his leg
I
harness.
saw that. I've seen that.
And then fucking pulled it
he had
through.
an improper fucking fitted
What?
harness.
Yeah,
and
so
luckily his
the
fucking
instructor's
a
saw it
G.
immediately and grabbed the fucking top side of the fucking
pilot chute.
the pilot
Yeah.
chute, and pulled it through his fucking harness.
the bridle
somehow,
back through.
Oh, my
and it
goodness.
fucking
Dude,
opened, and the dude was like,
his
"Fuck,
instructor-
That's
shit,
why
over
you
his
jump
shit."
with 2 instructors.
Dude, his
It was
instructor
insane.
was a fucking gangster, man.
It was
Like,
insane.
he straight saved that dude's life.
Seriously.
Fucking yeah. Right? Yeah.
And this is,
Well, dude,
I think,
my second fucking jump, Christina was there. I had fucking basically pilot shoot and tow. The fucking thing was worn out, and
You know,
Thankfully,
the amount of
Jimmy was there and
malfunctions,
fucking reached over
the
and
amount
grabbed
of
the bitch.
malfunctions or mistakes you've had jumping out of aircraft, I'm thinking you need a new hobby.
No, there's
only-
one malfunction.
it
It's
only
called
counts-
Mike.
It only counts as a malfunction
Like
if
when
you
they
don't
name
land safely.
Yeah, right?
when they name a whole forest after you, maybe find a new hobby.
That was one jump, dog. It was one jump.
And then you're like, oh, in my
turned.
free fall, I had this fucked
You
up.
could have
I don't know how
turned.
to do that. Then. I wasn't good then. That was like my 9th jump, man. Come on.
Your ninth jump.
I don't know.
Yeah, it's addictive though. It
so
is a
addictive.
drug. I am fucking addicted.
Same, dude.
I'm addicted, yeah.
I'm a fucking fan. I'm bummed that this weather has sucked ass.
I know. I
Like,
brought my
since you've
rig
been
and
here,
everything.
like,
We brought our
we
instructor.
literally brought our own coach. Like,
Yeah, so
fuck.
this may be the forum for us to introduce our little idea, right? Which
Yeah.
some of the internet already knows, but
Yeah.
they don't know about this idea. So
Yeah.
we have a little crew that we have accrued. See what I did there?
Hey.
Um, and one of the things we're trying to get into because we love this shit so much.
and this was with a legend named Suluru.
Correct. And Suluru is going to be here next week. And
Yes, he
I'm
will.
hoping to bring him here because he is fucking hilarious. He's one of my best friends, right?
Sue's a good guy.
Yeah. So Sue was a Halo jumper and, SF forever and complete fucking moron, which is why we're best friends.
I hope he brings his dog.
He's not.
Boo.
I
like
but
his dog.
it's a business trip. But, and I say moron with all the love in the world, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so and Rawson's in on this whole thing. Actually, our hope is to get Rawson certified as a pilot. But because he's got the flying bug, but
Like
we're
in a
getting him
couple
jumping.
weeks?
Yes, like by tomorrow.
Oh, cool. Let's do this.
But
I don't
our
give a fuck.
idea is
I'm jumping out the plane. All he's got to do is take off, and that's fine.
what we want to do is start marketing other companies in our industry through our skydiving, which I've already started kind of trying to get out there. And it's just so cool because, like, what a cool way to show your product.
Right.
You
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
jumping out of airplanes, doing silly shit, having a great time, getting gorgeous images that nobody else gets,
Yep.
and just having a good time being together. So
Absolutely.
that's kind of the idea.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it, man. I'm fucking,
Yeah.
I told you before, I'm on board. I'm there.
Fuck yeah.
It's going to be a fucking blast. I'm looking forward to it.
Good times.
There was something I wanted to ask, and I totally fucking spaced it. What are we smoking?
Oh, we do need to talk about what we were smoking.
Yeah, what are we smoking?
So,
I just finished a fucking
Forrest came down and
Forrest
and,
is in the office in the audience.
and
Yeah,
brought us some of our old school offensive crayons.
yeah.
That's what we smoked.
I love it.
Like
Here,
So,
look
yeah.
at the flavor of
Let me see
mine.
that.
You can read it.
you get
out
the
loud.
black one,
Can I do it in
Yeah,
my
you
sultry voice?
yeah, please.
Black, the color.
I should have read it first.
I should have read it for black, the color your mom likes.
Here, you know what? We'll
I can't believe I just said that.
pass them
public.
all. We'll just pass them all to him.
Yeah, I'm gonna pass this down.
Roger that. All right. All right, this one's good. White privilege. I'm keeping these. Presidential orange. That's good. That's
right.
good. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
And Blue Lives Matter. Okay, I mean that's not really a joke, but it's good.
No, that one's good.
And then Rawson was smoking travel ban brown.
Travel ban brown. That is so fitting.
Right?
That is so fitting
Well, so
because of his suntan, right?
Forrest has had these in his fucking humidor for
a year and a half almost.
Yeah, almost 2 years. Then shit, like
Oh, and yep, travel ban brown. I love it.
So these we did for an event, 2 years ago now? 3 years
Yeah,
ago?
two.
Two years ago?
No,
And,
it was 2.
it was three NFGs ago.
yeah.
Because the last one was this one that just happened.
Yeah.
And then there was the
virtual.
the virtual,
And then the one we did the crayon. So it's
Yeah.
3 events
Yeah.
ago. Yep.
Well, I've been enjoying this. This is what Attaboy.
that is
Yeah.
the Attaboy, yeah, which
I
was
like this.
another limited run, which was the latest one for the same event that they did the
Yeah.
crayons for. Yeah,
You know, Rawson and I, a good friend of mine from he was a fifth group guy. gave me a couple of pipes. Like
yeah, I was gonna
tobacco
mention
pipes.
something. He was talking shit on the way here, and he was like, I'm gonna smoke a pipe, and I was like, actually,
it.
I was like,
Yeah.
John's got a collection of pipes in his fucking office.
Yeah.
Jazz has a huge collection of pipes at home.
I'm new to
I
the
got
pipe
Mikey
thing.
a pipe for
My
Christmas.
Christmas gift from John was a pipe. I was like,
Nice.
fucking bring a pipe in. I was like,
Yeah, but I'm
nobody gives a
kind of
shit.
glad we came straight from the range and I didn't have a chance to pick up the pipes because this is real.
Dude,
Like I'm enjoying this.
Quality cigars in this place, man.
Yep,
Like
yep,
we like I know that we plug them all the time because the boys are here, but honestly, like we're not fucking around. Like these are good cigars, man. Like it's seriously premium tobacco in cigar form.
It's
Like,
good.
it's fucking
It's
great.
good.
Jazz has been in the fucking industry forever, and he's like one of his favorite cigars on the fucking planet is their 556 Garrison Corojo.
Yep.
You know, like it's just
I smoked quite a few.
That blend of pepper and spice is fucking delish.
Pepper and
You know?
spice.
And it
That
just
I don't
is
get.
what it
It's
is.
like wine, dude. Quit telling me like.
Best-
you know what I mean?
best-
It's not fucking peanuts.
It is.
Best flavor
It is.
profile description I ever saw in a cigar was actually out of CA. And they described it as hints of aged cheese. And I was like, that sounds awful.
I don't want to smoke
Like,
that at
that's
all.
the
That
worst
sounds terrible.
thing I've ever
I
seen.
really like when they put. I have notes of barnyard. It's cow shit. It's fucking cow shit.
That means it
Fucking
tastes like
say it.
shit.
You know
It's
what?
cow shit.
I've lived on enough ranches to be like, yo, give me that one.
You should just make a cigar with a fucking turd on it. It says notes of barnyard. Fucking-
Fucking manure.
Call it the shit bag.
Was it corn-fed manure?
We can do a whole line.
The shit
have
bag
another-
line.
You could have one that's just called soup sandwich. It's like, it's just gonna we don't fucking know.
I mean, you hear it in the industry.
Oh,
Everyone's like, "Oh, that
fuck.
fucking cigar's a dog turd." Like, well,
Just like, here's the dog rocket. There you go. Fucking
Justin, get working on that fucking band. Is it a picture of Kira taking a shit?
I have that through a thermal.
perfect.
Fucking nailed it, man.
She's looking at you like, why are you saying my name?
NFG is fucked next year.
Look at that side eye she's giving you right now. She's like, "What, bitch?"
Kira, I love you, baby.
She's like, dude, my turds are way bigger.
Dude, she's got those human eyes that she's talking to you
Yeah.
when she
Yeah.
looks at you, man. Like I fucking
Kieran
love
is
that
an
dog.
OnlyFans.
Just her shitting.
That's it.
Just different pictures of her. Just every once in a while, just her.
She's like, I'm out.
She's leaving. She's like,
She
fuck you
literally
guys.
just got offended and was like, fuck you guys. I'm telling you, man.
I'm a lady.
I told you that dog speaks fucking English, man. Like I'm telling you.
Mikey's
Fucking
story is
ridiculous.
when we're here late at the shop and Kira's getting all pissed off is because she just has to be quiet and listen to everybody's fucking shit. And she's like, "Will these assholes get out of here so I can fucking talk to you?"
Yeah, like, I'm telling you, man. Like I'm telling you, she speaks fucking English. It's so fucking funny, man. And the fact that she just got up and was like, "Fuck
Yeah.
you, guy," and just walked away.
So,
that just
so here's a
confirmed my
question
point.
to maybe help you guys pitch this or whatever, or maybe just to quell my ignorance. But since this is all online shit, can you buy cigars online?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Warfightertobacco.com. Use that code.
How does that
FTFO,
work if
so
you
that's
have to be
sweet 15%
18, 21
So
and some?
They have a
Yeah, if you're
verification
21.
process.
It's 21 now in the States across the board. And so we have,
Is it really?
we have a third-party app. Third-party app that does age verification. It bounces it off of your bank information with whatever card that you use.
Okay.
And every once in a while, for some reason, the idiots at your bank
Takes all your money.
No, the idiots at your bank. No, that's just because you ordered too much.
Oh, roger that. Okay.
The idiots at the bank don't put in your birthday,
Okay.
and so then it comes up flagged as that you know that customer failed age verification,
Okay.
and then it's like buying a pack of cigarettes at the gas station. We essentially have to card you.
Okay.
So we'll send an email and be like, "Hey, like our automatic age verification, magician failed. So, we need proof of your age and some sort of government ID.
I
All
did
we
not-
need is your name,
I didn't know this.
your date of birth, and it has to be. We have to see the expiration date. It has to be a valid form of government issued ID.
Okay.
And we don't save it. We don't keep it. We don't do anything. You send us an email. We verify your age. We mark your account so you never have to do it again.
Okay.
And then we delete all evidence that you even existed.
Okay.
Every once in a while, we have people like, "I'm not sending you my driver's license," and blah 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 blah
Yeah,
blah.
I want to talk on this for a second.
And the response, Scott's response is great.
Well, want to talk on why people are afraid to send their driver's license number.
Everything on
We
your
already
driver's
have your name, your address, your credit card number.
right.
What the fuck can we do with your driver's license number?
Here's the thing about your driver's license. All the information.
What am I going to do with that?
All your information on your driver's license is public information. It's accessible on the fucking internet.
Yeah.
Really?
It is.
And so,
Yeah.
It-
It's a record of it's a DMV record. So
Okay.
if I can't just
Public
Google
record,
it
man.
and find it, I can do a fucking whatever, the FOIA fucking request,
yeah.
the Freedom of Information Act,
And
and find all your
anybody
information.
who's ever had a problem
Okay.
with this has been older than 45.
Yeah.
Of course.
But
dude.
Scott's response,
Yeah, because
typically-
everybody today takes pictures of themselves in their fucking
Right.
they don't give
bathroom.
a shit. They're like, whatever.
Right.
But they're like, I don't want you stealing my identity. Scott's response is epic because he's like,
Yeah.
look, man, we checked out your shit. We don't fucking want it.
Yeah.
You should
We
make,
don't want it.
you should make better life choices.
That's literally how I reply. Just use your hand.
Fuck my life. Justin, the real G coming through.
How come?
Thanks,
how come
buddy.
nobody said? I haven't dropped anything this show. I just want to point that out.
That's because you haven't dropped anything since we got you the spinning ashtray.
I haven't even spun it this episode.
Well, so that's because Rossin and him were
It's my
sharing a
fidget
fucking.
spinner.
They were sharing a fucking ashtray.
I want to point out that this 175 was opened tonight.
Yeah.
And there's not
Wasn't
not all of us are drinking this.
To be fair, Forrest is in the audience and
fair.
he's also drinking it.
I've been drinking it, but don't blame the
When
Jews.
I showed up, this giant
we
bottle of
always blame
Just
this.
when I showed up, this giant bottle of Weller in front of me was at the break. It was at the shoulder of the bottle.
No, it
now
was
there's-
lower than that.
No, it wasn't.
Oh, it was
I've been
low.
drinking that for 3 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, we didn't put a dent in it.
Not
Let's
as-
do a full house though.
I will tell
Guys,
you that
I
that
take
is
full responsibility.
dramatically lower, and that is part you. Yeah. So yeah,
Right here.
Blaming the Jew.
Yeah, dude, I'm good with it.
I saved my last ones.
Parking lot.
We had a bunch of free shit, and the Jew showed up. Are we
Oh, Yeah.
shocked?
Imagine that.
Did you notice that when he first got here, the first drink he poured was that Johnny Walker Black? Because that was the free
You know
shit.
why though?
It was a
Because
free
I
shit.
stood there and I said out loud, I was like,
Please tell me you
I
used the one
can't be
with my
that
name
guy.
on it.
I'm gonna be that guy.
Please tell me you used the one with my name on it.
Like I was looking.
I just need it to go away.
So
I don't.
Yeah. We're
okay.
not big
I
fans.
think
You know, it's not great. It's
You
kind
might
of
go
watered
home
down.
with
yeah.
you can
Don't
literally
threaten me with a
you
good
can
time.
take it.
It's my gift to you.
Yeah, enjoy it. Matter of fact, there's 2 bottles over there. You can take them both.
Okay, you did say that before too, but I can't
Yeah,
do
I
that.
wasn't kidding.
Here's the thing: it's like if I see a quarter laying down on the ground.
You're picking it up.
No. Here's the thing: I, by design, will not fucking touch it. We just had that happen at our TR class last week, and people are like,
But do you get
"Why
your
don't
handler
you?
to do it?
You keep
Like,
saying you're broke. Why don't you pick up that quarter?" I'm like, "Dude, because Jew jokes." Yeah, that's why. I'm like, fuck it. You fucking touch it.
Wait.
You
Jew
touch
jokes
it.
don't kick in until a dime, though. A quarter, anybody's safe to pick up.
Yeah, dude. Yeah,
But, like,
my
dime,
Irish
nickel,
Catholic
Yeah, and then
ass.
the penny and the copper
Yeah.
wire. Yeah.
My Irish Catholic ass is picking up. I'm picking up a quarter.
Yeah.
Let's have it.
Here's the thing, man.
besides, they don't apply anyways because obviously you're cool with tattoos.
I got a couple of tattoos.
Yeah, a few.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I got a couple.
we were talking. He's pretty much an evangelical atheist. Like,
I will say this: I am a terrible Jew. I'm horrible.
I'm worse than you.
That's because you're not really a
No,
Jew.
no. You're half as bad at being a Jew as he is.
if he's the worst, you're half that bad.
Guys, honestly, here's the
By
problem with our,
blood, you're only half
here
as
is-
bad as he is.
Herein lies the problem with our country.
Yeah.
If anybody out there is offended by what's going on here, fuck you.
Thank you.
Imagine that. Weird. Yeah,
I said it.
that's kind of that's
I like
We
this.
appreciate that.
That's
I like
kind of
this.
an often theme around here.
I figure as much.
No, it was funny. We were talking about the pipes earlier, Emery and I, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna bring a pipe. You think you'll care?" And I was like, "No, they'd be fucking all about it."
Yeah.
And I was like, "Fuck." Jack comes on and smokes Marlboro Reds, and
Yeah.
he lights up a cigarette.
Marlboro Rojas.
Dude, we should have a pipe night on the show.
I'm down.
I'm down for a
Let's
pipe.
do it.
man.
I don't have a pipe.
I will.
So
you know
I'm-
what?
I will
You know
bring
what?
one full.
I have one. I'll gift you.
No,
Those two
I
have
need a
40
reason
of
to go
them.
buy a
has this
pipe.
pipe in a mason.
No, you
jar.
don't.
Just like-
No, you don't. Here's the thing. You need to be gifted a pipe.
Your first one should be gifted.
But what's in said pipe?
Tobacco.
That's
No,
your choice.
a
Dealer's
legitimate-
choice.
no, a legitimate pipe night. And your first good pipe should be your couple of cheap ones that you get into it. Sure, whatever.
Yeah.
Like my first good one was a gift.
Yeah.
And your first good pipe should be a gift.
Same. My first good one was a gift.
It's a
Huh?
gift.
And
Your first good
John
one
gave
should
me
be a
my
gift.
first good one.
And what it is it's one pipe guy to another going like, do you kind of like the flavor? Yes. And it's like, okay, now smoke it out a good briar and actually see what the difference is.
Right.
And I know that sounds goofy, but when you smoke your good first briar pipe, like a proper master crafted briar pipe, it is a different experience. It smokes colder, the flavor is better, the mouthfeel is better. It's just a better experience. But your first good one should be a gift.
That's interesting.
I would love to be able to gift you your first good briar pipe.
Nice.
I won't turn that down.
All right.
Fucking
nice.
Then I will take
Fuck
care of
yeah.
that, sir, and we will have a pipe night.
I got gifted 24 of them, and those are my first.
Well, you
And you're not getting any of them.
no, but I gifted Mikey his.
He gave me mine.
Yeah,
Nice.
my first good one was, but I would love to handle that, and I will
I
gift
didn't
you
know
your
that.
first briar.
That's a tradition.
It's a tradition.
I didn't know that.
So
Oh,
I will
that's
gift
awesome.
We
you
don't
your
fuck
first
with
good one.
tradition.
That's fucking right.
Yeah, I'll take care of that.
and I will pay it forward to somebody that
Well, yeah.
Man, I got to tell you, I'm not like a
Now
super
that I know that, I'm
sentimental
going to do the same.
right.
person, but my buddy Mike Lee, who I'm not going to get into the whole fucking story of Operation Valkyrie, blah blah blah. But we do this thing, Operation Valkyrie, a tactical rifleman.
It's fucking rad though.
It's fucking awesome.
It's cool as
It's
shit.
awesome.
Actually,
It's a-
actually, you should tell people about Operation Valkyrie. It's
All
fucking
right,
cool.
so no shit. There I was, right?
You should tell people
Nailed
about that.
So, thanks. Stop it. Stop it some more. Come on. So Mike and I are like the redheaded stepchild of Operation Valkyrie because we're the rescue swimmers. We sit there in a fucking canoe, literally, no bullshit, a fucking canoe, right? And we're just waiting for these fucking people to capsize, so we can jump into the ass cold. We do it in February, so it's ass fucking
It's
cold.
February in like what, North Carolina?
right? No, it's Kentucky,
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
but
So
it's
Either way,
cold. It
you're-
snows.
you're- either way, you're functionally retarded.
It's fucking cold.
Well,
Are there
that's a
banjos
given.
playing?
Probably.
Go when we're there. Yeah. So Mike this year, Mike in his infinite genius, he turns back because I'm in the back of the canoe and he's out there like looking around like, oh, where can we jump out? And he's like, check this out. Cause he knows I smoke, and I'm not proud of it, but fuck you. So
You're one of the best pole smokers I've ever seen.
stop it.
Can confirm.
Stop it some more. Come on.
God, it's supposed to be a
Stop it somewhere.
supposed to be a struggle song.
Actually, with him, I can honestly say, don't turn this rape into a murder.
There's no way I'm coming out on top on this one. Like, but you know what? I'm gonna have a so no shit story afterwards.
You want to
Like,
know what? Unless he wants you on top.
That's true. I could get surprised. Like I just be like, oh, all right.
I would never fuck a guy who's willing. That's not right.
But you would fuck a guy who's not willing.
Yeah, it's dominance.
Push the button. Push the button. I got this. Push the button.
That's
Push the
fair.
button.
That, sir.
I like a
that's-
guy with tits.
That's fair.
Who swims really fast. So anyway, Mike in his infinite genius whips out these two pipes and he's like, here you go, buddy. And I'm like, what the fuck is this shit? And he's like, just shut the fuck up.
Twice, you're just playing with
Right. And so here we are sitting there waiting for these guys to hit their RON site, right? The rest overnight site. And we're sitting there. I'll send you guys a picture so you can put it up or whatever if you do that shit. And we're sitting there smoking pipes in a fucking canoe. And I was like, you know what? This is fucking pastoral. So I'm sold. And then, that became our thing. And no shit, Mike's such an awesome guy. I get home and there's a package there. And not only did he send me a pipe, he sent me a little kit with 2 pipes. And he's like, listen, I sent you, it was actually 3 pipes. And because one of them's a corncob one, because he knows I fuck every piece of gear up, right? He's a smart guy. And so he's like, listen, here's the
That's
deal.
the grunt you, dude. That's just
I'm a fucking idiot,
that's what
right?
we do. We break shit.
So we break shit. So he's like, look, I put 3 pipes in there. 1 you're gonna break because you're an idiot. Okay.
It's fair.
The 2 are, I sent you a really nice $150 pipe. That's for you to enjoy. The other one is a really nice pipe. And that's for you to turn somebody else on to smoking a pipe so you can gift them a pipe later.
shit.
It's part of the tradition.
Nice.
I did not know that.
It's part of the tradition.
Yep. And that has already happened. That's Rawson.
Nice.
So the first
One of my
gifted
best
pipe that
friends,
I was
you know?
ever given was a 6-panel 7LE after I'd been smoking just kind of shop pipes and stuff like that. And the first one I was gifted was a 6-panel 7LE, and it's gorgeous. I think I already know what I want to get for you that I think would be the right fit.
Crack pipe.
No,
It's a light bulb. It's just a straight light bulb.
it's just a light bulb.
I like your style, sir.
The government's giving those out right now. Look at all the gifts they're doing.
Give me a free pipe. Nice.
But,
It started with free cell phones. It moved on to free pipes.
but it's part of the tradition, and they can get ridiculous. I mean, I've got some of my collections that are like,
Dude,
they're
so
over $1,000.
How I learned that
Oh, shit.
Jazz was
Yeah.
a fucking pipe enthusiast is we were shooting content for our
Yeah,
previous
for-
employer
yeah.
at our thing.
And
this
I
was-
wish him all the best in the world. I really
Hooters.
do.
I do not.
I hope much success and rapid growth in the upcoming years.
In the upcoming apocalypse.
So we were shooting.
By the way, we're a comedy show, ladies and gentlemen.
we were shooting content, and first of all, I had to dress up. I had to dress. So no shit that I was at Jazz's house. And we had to dress up in character for this. And I was actually his butler in this sketch.
It's funny. I had to dress up at Jazz's house too.
Dude, we've all fucking been there, man. And first of all, like I'm
Imagine
sitting there.
fucking
All right, now that everybody's riddled out my kink,
I'm the outcast.
We're not
I had to
shaming.
undress at Jazz's. It was weird.
Oh, that's the second half. You just skipped the first part, bro.
He was like, I'm just gonna speed this up.
So I'm
I already know where this is going.
It's because you're hotter than us. So I'm putting this fucking sash on, and I don't know how to fucking do it right. And Jazz says the greatest line I've ever heard in my life.
Obviously, you're not familiar with Victorian formal wear.
That's verbatim what he said, actually. Yeah. And meanwhile, I opened this box, and there's fucking all these pipes, and I'm like, can we talk about this? I'm like, what are you, Sherlock fucking Holmes? What is this? Like, I'm like, Jesus. And he explained it to me, and he was like, no, dude, I kind of have a collection of pipes. And I was like, oh, well, fucking A. So,
Nice.
First off, Holmes smoked a calabash, and I don't actually have any calabash pipes.
but no, I think I made a Frodo Baggins joke because
You
have a
did,
long
but I
one.
also
think
I
it was
have
a Frodo
one
Ba-
church warden in my collection.
Yeah, or
but,
not a Frodo Baggins.
I'm sorry, was that
Bilbo
one church
Baggins.
whore?
That's what I heard.
That's okay.
Church
Yeah, yeah.
whore. Yeah.
Okay.
In his
I think
collection.
that's non-denominational. That goes across.
The
fucking
one you
lines.
were
Because everybody
the
loves
one
those.
you were actually the one you were carrying around in that sketch is
Yeah.
about $900.
See, that's. I'm glad you didn't tell me that.
That's
until
why I
now.
didn't tell you.
Yeah, I'm glad
because
you
I
didn't
know
tell
if
me
I'd have
that
told you, you'd been like, you can take this back. Like this is
I'd have been like, no.
Yeah.
I'm
one
making
that-
dick jokes right now. I don't need this.
the one that I was using in the sketch was like $1,500.
Wow. What was my name in that sketch?
I don't even remember.
It was like Kilbash or something fucking stupid.
Yeah, it was ridiculous.
Conrad or
Conrad. That's what it was.
it was something.
Conrad. Yeah.
It
So
was
stupid.
fucking so dumb.
We were getting paid for it though, so fuck them.
Fuck him.
My character was too authentic.
It was so authentic. It was so authentic they wouldn't let me.
I gave you your outfit.
It
Yeah.
was so authentic they wouldn't let me run the photography.
You wouldn't have liked it.
Fuck it, I'll describe it. I'll describe it.
Is
Okay,
that so? Yeah,
so
you wouldn't have liked it.
I
Oh,
tell you what,
now I
because
have to see it.
No. Hell no. The Mossad in him would love what
He
I was
would have
fucking
loved it. I was
doing.
being tortured.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
So I dressed him in a man dress.
So there's a joke.
I like it
All
already.
right, so he was in a man dress,
There's a joke that John looks Arabic.
mighty like a Turk.
He
So
looks-
I had a
we
big
call him-
beard.
We call him our
And I
Turk.
looked straight up like a fucking terp.
Yeah, he looked like a
I
Turk.
can see a Turk or a Turp.
Turp.
With a
Because
P.
a Terp,
terp.
yeah, is
Turp.
not necessarily. It's necessarily not Turkish.
No.
No.
I looked like a terp.
Nothing
He
to do with
looked like a
Turkish
Turk.
here.
So we put him in a man dress.
Hold on.
And
Red. I see it.
so he was in a man dress and the full headscarf and everything. And I had him in the basement, the basement of a parking garage.
And then you hear, shooter ready.
So
Stand by.
So So I have a man dress from my go bag in Afghanistan. I have a man dress from my go bag in Afghanistan in case shit went bad and I had to fucking dress up and go to the airport.
Because you could convince somebody, but they're not Arab.
I would be throwing. Well, in Afghanistan, I look like a Russian fucking descendant, dude. It could happen, man. Like, there's plenty of guys that look like me.
But
there.
this whole situation was him in a
Vanya,
man
I
dress,
just stay.
and the picture was him in a man dress in the basement of a parking garage, full headdress and everything.
Fucked
and
up
then
lighting.
me, fucked up
I'm
lighting,
handcuffed.
singles with him handcuffed to the wall with his arms over his head, and me with a rifle slung and a French tickler just coming at him in this basement. And the company we're working for at the time told me that the photography was too aggressive.
Well, it's a good thing you don't work there anymore.
Because the shirt said the content that we were shooting it for.
The shirt actually stated, I love terrorists to death.
It was perfect.
I must have that
perfect.
shirt.
Perfect.
Like,
But
Jazz was like, hey.
they red lit the shirt and the photography.
It's just a bit too aggressive.
That's
apparently.
fucked up.
Jazz
That's
was like,
fucked up.
Jazz was like, hey, I need you for the shoot. And I'm like, okay, maybe. What is it? And he explained it to me. And I'm like, I'm fucking in.
And then
So we did this
and
whole-
he goes,
this whole
and
photography
Mikey
setup.
already said he's got a man dress for you.
Even better.
So we do the whole setup, and then the company tells me that the shirt and the photography was too aggressive for the company byline, essentially.
What company was it? If
We'll
I
talk
may
about that
ask?
offline.
Redneck.
We don't.
The
Yeah,
redneck.
we'll talk about it offline. However, that shirt never went to print.
You know where you might be able to find that shirt
I
soon?
think you might know where you can find that shirt set.
Man, I will wear that shit every day.
There's also a Valentine's
I
Day
love
shirt
that.
that I think we should pull out.
Ooh.
Which I'm also responsible for that
Yes,
they red lit.
Dude, there's
Is
so
it-
many shirts.
Mikey, is it really about pulling out?
Apparently, I am far too aggressive.
On
Not if you're
Valentine's Day.
sniff.
That depends on
Yeah.
your perspective.
Apparently, for a company with that name, I am far too aggressive for their personality base.
Goddamn
I'm
psyops.
just not a good fit.
Well, you need to keep in mind that my communication method,
Oh, Jesus.
is not a proper fit for interdepartmental communication.
Well, I'm just not a good fit.
Is your communication method dropping leaflets by any chance?
My communication method is, oh, you don't like it? I think you should get that sand out of your clam, you fucking pussy.
Okay, Avery, I got a question for you.
Yeah.
When a guy turns 35, one of two things.
First of all,
They go down one of two different avenues. Okay, I don't know how old you are, but I'm asking anyways.
matter of fact, I'm turning 40 tomorrow.
Perfect.
Really?
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Yeah.
I just killed half the fucking show. Cool.
Right?
Let's talk about real shit now.
Yeah, we can actually talk maybe.
So when a guy turns 35, he has two different avenues he can go down.
Okay.
He can become an expert on World War II, or he can learn how to smoke meats. Which avenue did you choose?
I mean, which battle would you like to hear about?
I don't see you as a
He already spit it out some history. I already knew the answer to this.
But I gotta ask the question because
Honestly, here's the deal. World War II is not my expertise.
yeah.
Early Christianity, I got a reasonable lockdown on.
Okay. Yeah.
That's about my answer.
Yeah.
I went down that path.
Yeah. That's
John,
close
we
enough.
should try to sign out this show while they're gone.
Let's do it.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, God damn
Tell me what to say.
it. They're back.
There's a thing.
We're going to wrap this
Were you
shit.
guys making out that quickly?
No, but we definitely touch tips.
Yeah.
They had a sword fight in the urinal.
All right. We're,
Well, it was
we're
a
all
knife
drunk.
fight. I don't know what sword.
Yeah, I think it's time to wrap this guy up. First of all, Emery, thanks for coming on, buddy.
Thank you guys.
And
This
shout
is a
out
ball.
to
This is a
Ross.
ball.
And we apologize for you coming on. Like, it's
Shout
fine
out
either
to
way.
Ross and thanks for
Fair,
coming on
fair.
as well, man. Like we had an absolute fucking blast tonight. Fucking redactedsupply.com, big fuck off button in the middle. Freedom Friends, there's your merch.
Go check out both Tactical Rifleman,
Yes.
TPC,
TPC.
and
It's tacticalperformancecenter.com and Prime Combat Training.
there you go.
There you go.
check out
and
all
those
of
links
that.
will all
What's
be in the
Did I fuck
bottom.
up your name?
You think I heard?
Okay. I think I might have, but I want to
I have
apologize.
no
I'm
idea.
sorry.
But
Yeah,
before we get to all the bill paying,
I think you did.
I don't want him to fuck me up.
before
so
we get to
I
all
need
the bill paying,
apologize.
'cause, you don't fuck with tradition,
Right.
I'm going to raise my glass
You goddamn right.
and
I'm
say
gonna
thank you for being my freedom friends, both old and fucking new.
Fuck yeah.
Appreciate all of you motherfuckers and everybody that's out there that's in our in attendance tonight. We fucking love every single one of you sons of bitches. And you online people, you're all right. But your Patreon people, we fucking love you.
You're the
people.
real fucking
you're the
G's,
fucking
dude.
real
You're the
MVPs.
real fucking G's.
So now, Mikey, you can pay the bills and
You know
sign
what?
us off.
Like, share, subscribe, smash those fucking buttons. Check out warfightertobacco.com. Use that code FTFO. Screw yourself that fucking sweet 15% off on all these smoky treats. Owellness.us. Use the code FreedomFriends25. Get yourself a quarter off your order. And of course, our great friends over at Icy Tech Coolers. Get yourself 10% off with Freedom Friends 10. Boys, 3 little things. Not hard to do. Pretty easy to fucking handle.
My favorites.
Right?
All of them.
Like,
I live by them.
You know what? I
like-
think
like-
all of our friendships are actually based on them.
Yeah.
I
Like everybody here.
John and I actually just shared our 3-year fucking
3-year
anniversary.
anniversary.
3-year
We
friend-
only know each other.
friendversary. Yeah.
We actually only know each other based
this.
on those principles.
All because of you,
Yeah.
you sly son of a bitch.
Well, and I only know these fuckers off the second one. So it's it's like
That's just because I didn't have pants on.
no, he promised me no pants, and then you disappointed,
He
like
del-
always.
or delivered.
Story of my life.
Both smoke on,
Disappointed.
Drink on.
and God damn it, freedom,
Freedom
the
the
fuck
fuck
on. We'll see you next time.